Hey everyone, we're back with more Valkyria Chronicles. I love this game. It's a fantastic game. All the cutscenes are great. This is Fossil Urban Warfare. Let's view the episode.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion,
Maximilian Pegasus?
built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession.
Giant tanks.
Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
Irene Kohler on the Gallian front. Here's a book we're reading.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess.
Unicorn Spiral. Perfect!
Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
Irene Kohler on the Gallian front. I'll probably stop reading that because it's the same thing every time. She was the author of the book.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now.
I love the way that uniform looks. Also his hat.
Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Except for a gun.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a fishing pole.
Sure, it's open.
And a fishing net.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Absolutely.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
No, I think you look fabulous. Especially your
Of course not. You look tough. I like
bandana. Would it be a bandana? No, it's not a ribbon. So yeah, bandana.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No, hey, if your enemy's laughing, they don't have his steady hand.
it. No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Polio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Weird girls.
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
He meant nothing but the best from it.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Okay, it's a scarf, not a bandana.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Busting her buns on buns.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
I love the twin tails too.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Most people call them pigtails. I like calling them twin tails. For Japanese culture calls them that more often. For translated over, don't tell me I don't know Japanese culture, but pigtails doesn't sound good and it's not super curly, so why do we call them pigtails? I never understood that. Could someone leave a comment below if you know why they're called pigtails, not twin tails? Because twin tails would be two! Pigtails, typically with one swirly, Anyway, I was gonna watch this episode as I think about Twin Tails versus Pigtails.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Sweet!
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am.
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today.
I love that
But you
kind of
still have
handshake.
Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randbreeze. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
So, this is our thing. We can go back to our book mode. We can go into the barracks. Look at all of our units. So this is our team. We have Welkin, Alicia, Rosie, and Largo. Different classes, different types of grenades. He doesn't have grenades because he has a... This is our rocket launcher, machine gun, scout, or light infantry, and our tank. Although he technically, as a soldier, is a scout as well, so... We can also outfit them with different equipment, if we have any. I think it's only the initial gun. So we'll exit the barracks. And go to the command room. This will be who will fight with us.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You'll have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works.
We have 4 soldiers. We could take on a giant unit.
This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards.
Which is fantastic.
That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
That's Rosie.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site.
They're kind of like the overall medic.
They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance.
Sniper!
You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for.
A lot of the times.
That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
Our very first squad! We can go to potential info. What's really cool is they do have abilities and everything like these. They're, I think they're called perks. So chatty, when nearby friends, they can't help but chit-chat and distract. So they have lower accuracy. This one, when he's around people, he's worse. Comes as best, like a best day shock trooper, so he gets increased attack. I don't know if it's only against shock troopers, and an allergy to dust leads him to strain to a steady drain of HP and incendiary. So you gotta look at all these things, and likes would be characters that they're more efficient standing beside Alex, Nina, and Ted. Ted is also a scout. So, Ted is now on our team.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
Yeah, I wanted Ted anyway, so we can go through and find them. And I'll just quickly go through all the units. And then the 4 that we had initially were the ones that I don't think can go. So we'll just keep on going through. And each character, a lot of the characters at least, I don't know if specifically each character, has their own kind of story to them. So you can always keep that in mind. I always love her. So, then we can also drag these people back. Rosie, Largo, and Alicia cannot leave our squad. Ted could if we want him to step out. So, I'll just go through and I'll pick characters who I like the way they look. For it, it's really good to look at all these. Darksons are people with the darker hair, typically the bluish hair. So if he stands near other Darksons, which you can tell, like, not this one. This wouldn't be a Darkson. And then this means that there's nothing there. This, I believe, means there's the potential to unlock something. So, Fancy's men, so having men around is better, and being in the desert improves evasion. I like Frasier.
I'm Frasier York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
I really like the way she looks. Also, I do half the things I do in games based on looks. Like this guy.
Hello. I'm Mika Hawkins. I'll be serving under you from here on.
I'm gonna go with Edie.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure we'll get along swimmingly.
I absolutely love the silver hair that they have a lot of characters with. And you do get more and more as it goes on. But first off, we want to start off having a good amount of everyone. So with snipers, I will take both snipers.
Marina Wolfstead, at your command.
Love her. She's amazing. And also him.
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
And then we're going to need a couple engineers. We'll take Homer.
I'm Homer Perone, here to fight together with you until this war claims my life.
He's a pessimist. I don't know if that's actually his class thing. So go with 3. Let's go with Dallas.
My name is Dallas Wyatt. I'm excited to be joining up.
And then we'll go with Carl.
My name's Carl Lanzett, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
But Carl... We have 8 spots left. We'll have probably 3 of these. I like you, Hector.
My name's Hector Calvi, sir. I'm at your service from today on.
You look awesome. So we have 3 scouts, 3 of those, 3 heavies, 3 and 2. So we're doing a good job of... Actually, I want to end that. Go with, I don't know, I like your screw hair.
Hey, Field Boar here. Remember the name, boss man.
How do you even get your hair like that? I like you, Jane.
The name's Jane Turner. I'll do anything if it means putting holes in imps.
You have a serious problem with imps, don't you? And we have 5 units left. We'll go with Wendy.
I'm Wendy Cheslock. Kaboom.
It's funny how she says kaboom, but she's not the explosive unit. So, I like Wavy.
Please, call me Wavy. From today onward, we fight together.
Good for you, Wavy. Susie!
My name is Susie Evans, sir. I realize I'm inexperienced, but I'll do all I can.
That bow is adorable. And Juno?
Corin, reporting for duty. Looks like I'll be joining you in Squad 7.
And we'll take one more heavy in... I want Cody. Jan. He fancies men. I do not want Jan. Not because he fancies men, he's a Lancer and I wanted another shock trooper. Well, Dorothy.
Hello there, I'm Dorothy. I'll do my best.
I like that all the characters are different. So, this is our team.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat.
We're combat ready!
Level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field.
So when you're leveling up, you level up scouts.
You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
It's absolutely one of my favorite things.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility.
And a cool hat.
Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
Can't fall behind Faldio. And we have the training field, so we can improve our units. Everyone trains at once.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
I love this guy.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class, and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the Scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right. Now I'll show you lowlights how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First, you go out there and fight. Then divvy up that experience. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up.
Yeah.
Picking which class to level up and when is your...
So, I'll explain this a little bit. Shh. I'll explain this a little bit more. So you can actually like choose, like, look at that. I'm going two experience at a time, or you can just speed it up and go a lot faster. So, and once it hits that bar at the end, it means that they will fully level up. So each individual isn't technically special, but they do have separate abilities and health and everything.
I got no use for tears. Sweat, sweat, sweat.
I also love that sound.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Military stuff.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Snipers.
And then you can keep going with each unit's, then depending on what the unit is, it takes more or less experience. And I'm going to go with, the Scout is personally my favorite class, and then Shock Trooper, so we'll go like this.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain!
Ta-da!
Good work,
And you can divvy up your experience, like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, or whatever.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add.
Hold on one second.
Sometimes leveling up...
Yeah, we just talked about that. Potential is the thing that's hidden and it makes them stronger. Learn to evade boost to raise one's allies' skills.
Orders are special.
And we have orders which cost command points, but it will work for all your units or a specific unit, depending on what it actually says. So, but with it, like if we go to looking at our character's actual experience and everything, it will tell us, excuse me, how strong they are. And each character has their own HP. So Alicia and Welkin would not have the same HP. But they will get the bonus from HP that leveling up the whole class goes. So you have to think about that as well with your characters. Let's go to R&D this time. Explore the city episode.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
Love Leon.
Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro. What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar. Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man, man! Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Priest Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic. Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt. But just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy. So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today?
I'm gonna spend all my ducats.
We work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment. And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap. With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them. For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs. Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
And I apologize about like all this tutorialized stuff. Just, it has to be done. You improve your tank, it gets stronger. That is what it says. Develop weapons, and then this is the Edelweiss for... Okay, yeah, outfitting tank is actually improving it. And you can develop weapons for the tank. So let's start with rifles, since that is our potential worst unit. But this would make the Galleon 2, which will increase increase our accuracy. As it goes, and they even branch out into multiple paths. You can have different units having different weapons. And we'll take first off, I always like to look at uniforms, if at all possible. Why would you not want stronger uniforms?
Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro.
So with this, I believe... Nope. Okay, so blast suits would be for our heavy units. They would get the blast suits. And then we go back to rifles and everything like that. So you have rifles, machine guns, anti-tank, lances. I like how they're called lances. It's pretty awesome. Versus snipers, even works against armored foes as well. And grenades can do more damage. As you can see, those just have a straight level up. So, we'll go back and we'll do our rifles. And we'll upgrade just about as much as we can right off the bat. And sometimes you actually get an aesthetic change as well, which I really like. And the little aim thing is basically how big the reticle is. The higher the letter in the alphabet, the smaller the reticle is, so it's more accurate. And we'll upgrade our sniper. And I believe that is everything we need to upgrade. Besides the Edelweiss. Also, it is pronounced with a V because it's, I believe that's the Latin way, is V's make a, no, wait, W's make a V sound, is that what it was? Anyway, we start getting into increasing the tank, it's a little bit more costly, so. Spend all our ducats. Go to for treads. The block size, I don't exactly remember how that works. Bulletproof buys. So we'll just do this as well. Oh, and that's actually, we have to outfit it. We have X things that we can put down there. As you can see, I think that was 12 squares. So, almost in a Tetris-esque fashion.
Well, sir, was that helpful? We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something you... Yeah, you better come back soon, bro.
We just gotta keep on getting stronger. And then you can go back to book mode, and that kicks us out of the town. I think you can go back there anytime you want, really. Yeah, that's right, headquarters tab. About headquarters, you go there, you develop stuff, you hit the Y button, you go boop! And then you're all like, nope. Oh wait, yeah, you go tab select, and then you're all like, headquarters, or episodes. And that's how that works. So, I'm actually going to stop this episode here, since we've done a lot of stuff. I don't want this one to be too long. But we'll jump right back into it. And actually go through a mission with a bigger squad, so it'll be great. But thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I definitely appreciate it. If you are liking this series, hit that like button right down below. Subscribe to catch more of the Valkyria Chronicles, or Valkyria Chronicles. However you want to pronounce it. Valkyria? I don't know how you pronounce it. Valkyrie or Valkyria, I think they both work. But thank you very much, and have a wonderful night.